Yeah.
Take one.
All right. So this morning, Crave is talking to Tommy Emmanuel. Now, at this point, I'd usually give a very quick introduction to who my guest is, but Tommy, how exactly am I going to describe you? Guitarist doesn't feel like it's quite enough somehow. How am I going to describe you?
Ah, uh, a wandering minstrel.
Oh,
A
really?
uh, what is it? A ragtime millionaire. Who?
Yeah.
No,
So,
I'm a person who plays music
mhm.
for people, and I'm a songwriter and a producer, and I'm a dad and a granddad,
Excellent.
and yeah, all that stuff.
So, so basically, you started out as an electric guitarist, and you've now stripped down
Yeah.
to you and your two favorite acoustic guitars. Is that correct?
Say that again.
You've stripped yourself down to just you and your two favorite acoustic guitars.
Oh, sure, yeah. Well, when I tour solo, yes.
Yeah.
I've just done a blues cruise with Joe Bonamassa,
Oh wow.
and we were, everybody was jamming with each other. So some of my shows were acoustic, and then I'd get up and play electric with a another actor or a
Yeah.
band. Joe and I play stuff together as well, and he switches from acoustic to electric, and he's known for his electric playing.
Right.
But yeah, so um, you know, I basically I travel the world. I actually carry three guitars, and the other two guitars, one is in like a different tuning,
Right.
and the other one is has big strings and it's tuned down low. So it's a whole different sound.
Right.
So it allows me to take my audience through many different dimensions sound wise.
And speaking of audiences, us lucky folk over here in New Zealand are about to become your audience very shortly. I understand.
Uh, Sorry, I missed that. Say it
I,
again.
I say, over in New Zealand, we're about to become your audience very shortly.
Yes, yes. Well, I try to get to New Zealand every couple of years,
Fantastic.
and yeah, I mean, it's a wonderful place to play. It's a wonderful place to be, and it just means that if I'm going to come to Australia, then I can hop across to New Zealand and play there and enjoy that time there. Then I can come back to Australia and see all my family
Right.
and spend a bit of time there before I go up to England and see my children and my grandchildren. And then I go back to America. This is where I live.
Oh, okay.
I'm in my house. I'm in my house in Nashville, Tennessee, and I'm a U.S. citizen as well. So I'm a dual citizen,
Right.
and it just makes it easier for me getting around,
Yes.
and I can come and go here, and I also have a little place in England, very close to my children and my grandkids, and so my ex-wife, who's grandma, her and I still are mum and dad and granddad and grandmother.
Excellent.
So
So,
it's
so,
nice.
so music keeps you traveling the world. That's fantastic.
Yeah, yeah. I Steve, I'm living the dream.
It
You
does
know what I
sound very
mean?
much that way,
I,
doesn't it?
I saw this in my head
Hmm.
when I was a little boy and we were traveling around Australia, just struggling and but having a great time. You know, we never had any money. We never had much success when we were kids, but I don't ever remember being hungry or not happy.
Fantastic.
It was, yeah, it was, and we were all together. We were a family band. I
Yeah.
was the youngest, and now It's a funny thing. I'm 70 years old, and I'm the youngest certified guitar player in the world. And
Fantastic.
it's just like it's a weird feeling.
Yeah. Yeah. And you're still busy. You've just released a new album, Living in the Light.
Yeah, yeah. I finished that album last year, and it came out um, late last year, and it's been going so well
Good.
everywhere, and I love playing the songs from the album in the show,
Right. So,
and
what's the significance of the title?
um, I was out walking with a dear friend of mine who's a bit older than me, and when I'm back in Nashville, I get up really early and do it like 3 mile walk, and because I love walking and I love to work on my fitness,
Right.
and um, and so my friend who's older than me, he's 76, and he's fitter than me, man. He's incredible. Anyway, we're walking along the Cumberland River, and and he just turned to me and he said, "Well, I don't know what you're doing, brother, but you sure look well. This is great. You must be living in the light." And that's the way he said it. And
Right.
I said, "That's a great title right there. You know,
Yeah.
living in the light, in the sunlight of the spirit. Uh, I'm, I'm, um, I'm enjoying my life because I'm free of anything that might cause negativity in my life. You know,
Lovely.
I live a real simple and easy, like a uncomplicated life. You know,
You can't beat that, can you?
no, no, it's good.
So tell us a bit more about the shows that we're going to be seeing when you come down to New Zealand. You're going to be here in, I think it's starting in Auckland on the 16th of May. And then you're
Yeah,
going, I mean, you go to Palmerston North, which we don't often see, which is nice. Um,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I
Wellington,
don't think I've
Christchurch.
played there in a while, so
No, not many
it'll
people
be
do.
big.
It's not
Yeah,
usually top of the list. So it's nice
yeah.
that they're going to get some decent entertainment. So what can we expect from you?
Okay.
Well, I know you've got Mike Dawes coming with you.
Oh, but Mike is going to blow people's socks off.
Oh yeah,
He's a brilliant English guitar player. Plays very different to me, and but him and I have so much fun together
right.
when we come together towards the end of the show, and people are going to love it. It's explosive, and uh, I'm going to play a lot of my new stuff
Right.
and and some older stuff as well. In fact, what I've been doing in the last few months is I've been practicing a lot of the older stuff that I wrote and played, 20 years ago. I've been practicing it so I can put some of it back in the show, and
Right.
because those songs still work, you
Yeah.
know.
And I mean, you've got an amazing back catalogue, not just of your own, but I mean, you've played with some fairly storied
Mm.
acts over the years, haven't you?
I've had a hell of a good time,
Yes.
and I remember when I joined Dragon, that originally came from Tauranga.
Yeah.
Um, those guys were so great, and I had a great time, but I learned so much about pop music, you
Right.
know, and all that. It was great. I was working with Sharon O'Neill in the early '80s. I I played guitar on a lot of her things, and then I ended up producing a single for her for Sony, and we did the Body and the Beat tour with Dragon, and
Hmm.
I was playing drums,
Oh
and
wow.
in that, yeah, because I'm a drummer and a bass player who plays guitar, and I just got to know the Dragon guys really well on that tour, and when the original guitar player Robert, who is a dear friend of mine, and the original keyboard player Paul, when they left, they asked me to join. And so I ended up joining. And then we went on to tour the world, opening for Tina Turner, and, had a fabulous time, And so it was a good experience. And I learned a lot about songwriting, arrangement, recording, mixing, sound and stuff like that. I learned a lot of stuff from
Right.
them.
And will I mean I'm guessing maybe we won't be hearing too much of the Dragon material on the current tour. Do you ever revisit that stuff?
Yeah, on the on the tour that I did in 2023, where I did 2 nights at the Sydney Opera House.
Oh wow!
I had a young man named Anthony Snape who had the range to sing high like Mark Hunter used to. And so we did April Sun in Cuba in the
Oh,
show, and the
fantastic!
audience loved it, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's their songs are so great. They really are, you know. But I mean, look at Crowded House and you know, bands like that. I mean, there's just so much good music has come out of New Zealand, that's for sure. And and dear old Peter Poser, rest his soul. I mean, he was a big influence on my brother and I when we were kids. We the first music we heard was the Shadows, and then
right.
a little bit later we heard Peter Poser, and we bought all his records and learned every song, you know.
Yeah,
So they're the guys who showed us the way.
yeah. I mean, it's always tempting to ask musicians about their influences, and I think yours is fairly well documented. The Shadows are obviously a big early influence,
Yeah,
and everyone mentions Chet
yeah,
Atkins, obviously.
yeah,
Who
yeah.
who, who else
Well,
is in the
Chet
mix? Who
Atkins
else do we
was.
hear?
Oh, there's so many, but you know, I'm interested in songs. I'm a songs player. I'm not here to try and impress other musicians. I'm
Right.
here to try and write and perform the best songs that I can. And
Nice.
so I grew up when I was a kid. My first influence was country music, and it was Jimmy Rogers, Hank Williams, and then some Australian guys, Slim Dusty, Buddy Williams, Tex Morton, John Williamson, you know, people like that. But then we heard Marty Robbins, Buck Owens, Merle Haggard, Lefty Frizzell, just all, yeah, and then some Texas swing music by Bob Wills and the
Right.
Texas Playboys, you know. And then during my teen years, I really got into when I was 16, I went out and bought American Pie by
Mm-hmm.
Don
Yep.
McLean, Tapestry by Carole King,
Yep.
and Silver Tongue Devil by Chris Christopherson,
Oh, right. Yeah.
and James Taylor's first album with Fire and Rain on it. You know, and then Hot August Night by Neil Diamond. I mean, all those records. That's what I listened to. Gordon
Right.
Lightfoot. I bought all his records. So I've always been into singers and songwriters, right?
Yeah.
So when I write a song, I've never had the thought, I better write something to play. It's always been, I've got to write something for a singer and a band. You
Right.
know, I'm always trying to make the record in my head when I write the song. And so that's why when I play the stuff that people hear on my record, when I play it live, people come up and say, I could have sworn there was more than just one person. There's something else going on. And it's just the band is in here,
Right.
you know?
So how does the show play out? Because we used to hearing people like say Ed Sheeran, who's doing the whole sort of laying down loops and developing the sound on stage. What are
Right.
your shows going to turn out like? Is it just one guy with a
Okay.
guitar?
Well, Mike Dawes uses a lot of technology and he's great at it, right? I don't use loopers at all,
Okay.
and I have one pedal on stage. It's a tuner that mutes,
The most
right?
valuable pedal of
So
all.
yeah, well, it's just a different kind of thing. My stuff doesn't need a looper.
Okay.
I'm the looper.
Right.
I, I'm the looper. When
Right.
I'm playing something, there's there's a pocket that I play with that you can get onto. You know, there's a groove in there, and it's going to grab you, and yeah, and so I don't need a, a looper to help me construct a song. I do it all right in front of you. You
Oh,
know.
very good. So,
Hmm.
so it's going to be an impressive show, I'm sure. So, tell me a bit more about how you and Mike interplay on stage. I mean, the way it was presented to us is like, here's your support act, but it sounds like he actually plays with you.
Now he's well, he's playing first
Right.
You know, right. So he's playing his stuff, and then there's a break, and then I play a good hour and 10 minutes or so. You know, hosing people with everything I got,
Excellent.
and then I bring Mike out, and we play some tunes that we've recorded together, like "Smells Like Teen Spirit," the Nirvana song.
Wow.
Um, we do a Sting song, and stuff like that. And he does a lot of the stuff. He's got all this stuff going on behind me,
Hmm.
and I'm kind of playing the melody and taking a solo and things like that. So we really come together on it, you know.
And I have to say, when you started mentioning songs, "Smells Like Teen Spirit" is not the first song I expected you to mention.
Well, there you go.
That
I
that's
love
that
that tune.
that's range.
You got to have range. Without
Absolutely.
range, you're flat.
No kidding. Yeah.
You know? Yeah. I mean, what I just was on a cruise, and I had to make a video for an artist who's just won an award, and he's a great songwriter named John Sebastian, and he wrote the song "What a Day for a Daydream,"
Okay.
and "Summer in the City," and "Welcome Back, Cotter," all those things from the '60s,
Right.
and I just picked up the guitar and I started messing around with "What a Day for a Daydream." I started working it out, and I thought, "Oh wow, this sounds really good." So, you know, that's my new project today. I'm going to finish arranging that song, you know, and so it's really, I'm always using my instincts, and I'm always kind of impulsive. If I hear something that I really like, I can latch onto it, you know?
Brilliant. Brilliant. So,
Hmm.
so what's coming next then? We got the albums recently come out. You're obviously touring that quite
Hmm.
extensively. What's going to be next for you?
Yeah. Um, there's a documentary on my life
Oh
coming
wow.
out. Yep. It's called The Endless Road.
Mhm.
And so that'll be the next thing. And I've got to keep writing because it won't be long before people will be expecting a new album.
Right.
So
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 I assume
I'm
the
waiting
writing's
for the
on.
song.
I'm assuming the writing's
Hey,
ongoing. Yeah.
it is. Yeah. Yeah. Basically, I'm a writer who needs to be inspired.
Right.
You know, I could sit here and make something up, and you might think it's pretty good, but if it's not really memorable and
Yeah.
really speaking to me, I'm going to throw it out and move on to the next thing. You know,
Fair enough.
so yeah, I'm always trying to write something that just grabs you straight away.
Right.
It's important. It's important.
That makes sense. And any interesting collaborations on the horizon? You mentioned you've been
Let's
working with Joe
see. What
Bonamassa.
have I just done? Well, yeah. Well, Joe and I haven't had time to record anything, but I've been recording with George Benson,
Oh, okay.
and George and I got a few things in the can right now,
Very good.
and I haven't finished all that yet. And I've found a bunch of new songs that I'm gonna pitch to him soon. Let's see, what else am I doing? I'm playing Crossroads with Eric Clapton this year,
Oh, wow.
and I'm doing my guitar camp in Austin, Texas, this year instead of Nashville.
Oh, okay.
So Jimmy Vaughn and Eric Johnson will be my guest teachers, you know, and I'll have other teachers there as well. So
Absolutely
there's a
fantastic.
lot of good stuff going on.
It certainly sounds like it. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you're clearly a very busy man, so we're very grateful for you sharing a bit of your time this morning.
Thank
Like
you.
like we
Thanks
said,
for
you'll be
having
over
me.
in New Zealand in about 6 weeks' time. I think you're due here. I think
Yeah.
the 16th. You'll be here in Auckland and then doing the rounds of the country, and we will
Yeah.
look forward to seeing you then. So, Tommy Emmanuel,
Thank you so much,
very
Steve.
much for
Thanks
your
for
time this
having me,
morning.
Steve. Appreciate it.
Thanks a lot, mate. Thanks very much for the chat.
Kia ora.
Kia ora.